Hey everyone, today we're going to do a video on exactly what is a logarithm, what is a log in math. And so we'll start off with an example because I really want to get into exactly what does a log mean, what does it do, and why do we use them, and make some connections to other areas of math that you might already be more familiar with and comfortable with. And so if we start off with an easy enough example, log base 3 of 9. What this really is a question: what must 3, the base, be raised to the power of to become 9? I'll say that again. This log base 3 of 9 is asking us the question, and I'll write it down. What must 3, again, that's the base, be raised to the power of? So what exponent has to be placed on 3, raised to the power of, to become the 9? Question mark. That's the question that it is asking, okay? Now, some of you might see that right away. You might see that already, might be clear. But it might also be helpful and beneficial to visualize this question in a different way. And so there's a reason why logarithms and exponentials are closely tied together. It's because they're, in some sense, doing the exact same thing. Log base 3 of 9 asks the question, what must 3 be raised to the power of to become 9? Another way to kind of write that out is with the equation 3 to the power of x is equal to 9, solving for x. Now, we're still asking ourselves 3 to what power, which is analogous to what must 3 be raised to the power of, is equal to 9. Now this might illuminate that sense that you know the answer to this question. You've seen this many, many times since grade 8. For the first time, since the first time you were introduced to square numbers and exponents of 2 powers of 2, you might know, and you probably will know, that the answer to this equation is that x is equal to 2. Because clearly, 3 squared is in fact equal to 9, okay? That's all this is asking. The log base 3 of 9 asks us, what must 3 be raised to the power of to become 9? Well, clearly 3 must be raised to the power of 2 to become 9. And so our solution, or our answer, is simply 2. Okay? Now the reason I made this explicit connection is because I think for a lot of students, at the very start of working with logarithms, it's very helpful to be able to visualize the question a bit more vividly. And if writing it as an exponential equation kind of highlights what you're actually trying to find, and it kind of helps you visualize what you're looking for, then I highly encourage you guys to write it out, to explicitly write it out this way until you get comfortable evaluating logarithms, okay? And so from then on, we kind of look into the log rules that you'll be introduced to eventually, but this is the idea that I really want to highlight. A log is a question. What does the base have to be raised to the power of to become a 9? And so let's do one more example to reinforce what we talked about. Example 2, let's say the log base 10 of 1,000. Right, so now we're dealing with a metric system with decimal places. So again, this is asking us the question, what does 10, the base, have to be raised to the power of to become 1,000? Or, asked in a different way, 10 raised to what power? We don't know the power, so we'll use a variable, x, to stand in the place for it, is equal to 1,000, right? And now you're asked to think 10 to the power of what is equal to 1,000? Hopefully this kind of highlights the question in a different way that lets your brain think about it more clearly, because we have 1 0 here, we have 3 zeros here, and so it's clear to see that 10 to the power of 3 is equal to 1,000, and so our solution is that x is equal to 3. And we can verify, because we know that 10 to the power of 3 is in fact equal to 1,000, okay? And so, since this is the exact same question, 10 is raised to what power to become 1,000? 10 must be raised to what power to become 1,000? Our logarithm is equal to, oh, I'm so sorry. our logarithm is equal to 3. And that's it, okay? This is the value of our logarithm. And so I hope this helps kind of make some connections between something you're already more familiar with and this kind of new concept of a logarithm. And I hope that helps kind of carry you through the next few sections, and you can feel confident working with logs in the future, okay? So if you guys have any comments, suggestions, please let me know. Any requests for future videos, always appreciated. Thanks for watching.